Nice of you to drop in.
I'm coming for you, Joker. You're going back to Arkham.
Sup guys, it's me, Espada here, bringing you another video. Sorry this is taking so long. I was trying to finish my summer job. I finally finished it. But now it's time for the new Pokemon news from last week. And it was interesting news. We got new Pokemon and something actually very new. And some other new features of the game. So, let me start off with the new Pokemon. First, all the pictures are not going to be in order like I said, and links to the pictures are going to be in the description below. And we have the pre-evolution of Mudsbray, I can't pronounce it, but it's the donkey Pokemon. It's a ground type, and it stands up at, not really stands up, but like its height is at 3 feet 3 inches, and it weighs 242.5 pounds, and its ability is own tempo and stamina like its evolution. So by looking at this, it looked like a cool looking donkey, but it looked kind of derpy a bit, but it's kind of cool at the same time. And it says, the description is, this is a short description of it, so it's going to be easy to read all at once. This is Mudsbray, whatever it's pronounced, could once be found all around the world, but it was overhunted and ended up on the verge of extinction. It's said that the Alola region is the only place in the world where these Pokemon can still be found in the wild. So, and these Pokemon boast superhuman strength, a surprise considering its small body, and it can carry up to loads of 50 times its own weight on its back and dragging behind it. It loves playing in the mud. It's easy to live in harmony with this Pokemon, as long as you provide an environment where it can play in the mud. If it can't frolic and marry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. However, it will become stressed and may stop listening to orders. Wow, that's kind of cool, and kind of crazy when it just loses doesn't want to listen anymore. And we have the evolution of Yungoos, Gumshoos. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it looks like fucking Donald Trump standing up. I don't know, it just looks funny. It has the same ability. It's I think it has the same category as the stakeout Pokemon. It's a normal type still. It's 2 feet 4 inches high, and it weighs 31.3 pounds. Gumshoos, I don't know, I'm pronouncing that shit right. Method of targeting. Its targeting prey is the exact opposite of Yungoose's strategy. While Yungoos prowls around, Gumshoos stakes out its prey, usual routes, and waits patiently for it to come by. Gumshoos has a Tenchkrush, I don't know how to pronounce that, personality, which is why it targets one prey for so long without wavering. But when the sun goes down, it runs low on stamina, falling asleep right on the spot. Gumshoe can withstand a great deal of hunger. It's able to stay perfectly still while waiting for its prey, keeping watch without eating anything. That's interesting. And we got one of our newest grass type Pokemon. It looks like a mantis, but it should be a grass bug type, but it's a pure grass type. So, Fomantis, I think I'm pronouncing that right. The sickle grass Pokemon. It's a grass type, like I said. It's at 1 feet tall. It weighs 3.3 pounds. And its ability is Leaf Guard. So the Fomantis is nocturnal, so it's a night Pokemon, and it performs photosynthesis while it sleeps. During the day, by spreading out its leaves in all directions, because of all the danger of staying in the same location 2 days in a row, Fomantis begins its search for a new day's spot as soon as the sun sets. Fomantis photosynthesis is not just a source of energy. It is necessary to achieve the strength and brilliant coloration of its evolution of its evolved form. Photosynthesis is precious to Fomantis, and it will fiercely attack those who get in its way of that progress. Fomantis excel at long-range attacks like Razor Leaf, Solar Beam. Solar Beam is indeed a powerful move, but since it's used up the energy that the Pokemon has stored through photosynthesis, Fomantis rarely uses it. Alright, that's very cute. The thing is very cute. Well, now let's see its evolution. Lomantis, I think that's like Lomantis. Loantis, I can't pronounce that. It's categorized as the Bloom Sickle Pokemon. It is a grass type. It stands at 2 feet 11 inches and it weighs 40.8 pounds, and its ability is Leaf Guard. Loantis draws opponents near itself with its flower-like appearance and aroma, and then it takes them down. It's said to be the most glorious of all grass-type Pokemon due to its brilliant coloration and elegant moves. Lomantis' appearance is maintained through detailed grooming. It will trust a trainer who does a good job of caring for it, but it will apparently have a difficult time growing closer to a lazy trainer. Also, if I have this, it's gonna take a long time for me to get connected with this Pokemon. I am lazy, but I do like plants and other animals like cats, dogs. Loantis can learn Solar Blade. This is what I saw in the trailer. This is a new move. It kind of looked like that move from Dragon Ball Z where Vegito used the slash Majin Buu. Solar Blade, a move that releases a blade-shaped beam to mince up its foes. The blade is so sharp, it is said it can slice a rock in half. Solar Blade is a move that no Pokemon has ever that no Pokemon have been able to learn before. With Solar Blade, Loantis absorbs energy from the sun on the first move and then releases a powerful attack on the second turn. Loantis is a I can't pronounce. It's a totem. It's a totem Pokemon of lush jungle, the site of Alaka region trial. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It will overwhelm trial goers with the powerful combos it releases with the Pokemon allies it calls. It's very interesting. And let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, this bird that has I forgot what its name is, but the Orokoro. I think it has like 4 different forms depending on what island you have it on. So this is the ballet dancer, belly dance. Oh, this is the belly dance, belly style dancing. Corolio changes its form by slipping the nectar of current flowers. Since it has 4 different forms, the same as the number of islands in Alola, it would seem that 4 Alola live on each of the islands. The bellied style Oka is very passionate and powerful. It feels its body when it dances. It sends downy fluff flying during its intense dance. By igniting this fluff, it unleash a fury dance attack. Cororio, I think I'm pronouncing. I can't. Not sure if I pronounce it right. Has the new ability. The new ability. It's called Dancer. But it's the Dancer ability that no other Pokemon has ever had before. If another Pokemon on the field uses a dance move, then this will copy the move immediately after it activates. So depending what dance move you use, it will learn it automatically. So it's the dancing Pokemon, and then in this form, it's fire flying, and its height is at 2 feet. No, 2 feet tall. No, not 2 feet. 2 inches. No, wait, no. 2 feet tall. Sorry. I'm a little sleepy. It's at night. I'm doing this. It weighs 7.5 pounds, and its ability is Dancer, like I said. Next form, we have the pom-pom style. So this is like a cheerleader. So it's electric flying. It's still the same height, I think, and same weight. Yeah, same weight, same height. So the pom-pom form is friendly towards people, and it uses this dancing to encourage trainers who feel when it dances, its feathers are charged with static electricity. It can attack with these charged feathers, and sometimes it unleashes a powerful electric shock. So it's just like the other one. It just learns like a signature thing with its feathers. So this one charges up electricity. That one starts to ignite with fire. And then the next one, I can't pronounce that. I think that's the like Hawaiian style, like the Aloha style of dancing. I don't know if it's the name of it. I keep forgetting if it was. But it's a psychic and flying type in this form. Same height, same weight. And in this form, it acts as its own, acts in its own pace, which sometimes make it difficult to deal with. It sharpens its spirit moves through dance, which increases its psychic power. It's said that this dance expresses its gratitude to the guardian deity Pokemon. That's very interesting. And the Sinsu style, I think I'm pronouncing that right. In this form, it's a ghost flying type. So let's see. The Sinsu style, I think I'm pronouncing it, but it looks like a Japanese feather dancer. Japanese fan dancer woman. So it is quiet and quiet and collective. By means of its dance, it gathers the spirits drifting about in the area and borrows their power to fight. People who who migrated from Kanto feel a great liking for this Pokemon because it dances reminded them of their homeland. Wow, that's very interesting. And now I think I'm ready to talk about this new little thing in Pokemon. Oh no, there's one more I forgot. We got this new Pokemon called Meteor. It's a meteor Pokemon. It's a rock flying type. It's at 1 feet tall. It's 88.2 pounds, and its ability, it's new, and it's called Shields Down. Meteor are formed in the stratosphere and live by absorbing the I don't know how to pronounce that around them. When they consume a large amount of particles, their bodies become heavy and they fall towards the planet's surface. Meteor has a hard and heavy outer shell with a core inside of it. The Meteor Pokemon seems to be made in such a way that its shell breaks and it becomes lighter. It becomes lighter and then can deal quick attacks. When its shell breaks, the core in the center is revealed. You won't know what color will appear until it happens. Meteor has the new Shields Down ability, which no Pokemon has ever had before. Which the Shields Down ability, it will be excellent it would have excellent defense capabilities as long as its shell is intact. It will also be protected from the status condition, but when its HP drops below half, its shell will break, and it will change it to a form better suited to attacking. So the colors they come in is like yellow, orange, pink, and blue, and you won't know where they come out. Meteor's core will change color depending on the particle color of the debris it has absorbed. Its pastel coloration has a cute look, so this Pokemon is often used as a design motif for clothing and accessories. And now we're ready to talk about the main Pokemon I wanted to talk about. So they have a new thing in Pokemon where, like in real life, some Pokemon adapt to their new surroundings so they look different, but they're the same animal. So it's called, like, they're gonna have an interesting name in them, but so let me give you a brief description of it, like from reading this bit of text over here. Pokemon adapted to the Alola region. Some Pokemon have adapted to the dense microclimates of the Alola region. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Taking on different forms than they have in other regions. These Pokemon are called regional variants. Taking root in the Alola region, they live like native Pokemon. Regional variant Pokemon can have different appearance and types, and their way of living can also differ from that of the forms previously known. So it's it's just like what I say in real life. Some animals look the same, but at the same time they're adapted to that certain climate or weather or something like that. So we have the Alola form Pokemon were revealed. So first one is going to be easy for me to get to. It's only have one form. So we have the Alolan Executor. It is the coconut Pokemon. It is a grass dragon Pokemon. Interesting typing. It's 35 feet 9 inches. And it weighs 916.2 pounds, and its ability is Flux. The environment of the Alola region, where a strong sunlight pours down all year round, brought about this change in an executor's form. The people of Alola boast that the Alolan executor is the true form of executor. Unlike other executor, the Alolan executor has a fourth head on its tail. This fourth head controls the tail independently and can take on opponents to the rear that can't be reached by the main head's attacks. This Pokemon excels at whipping its long neck like a leash to attack. Leash to attack with its hard heads, but that neck can sometimes become a weakness. Executor has been like, there's a picture where it looked like what it used to look like in other regions, like what it normally looks like in other regions, and then the Alola form. It was very interesting. And let's see, the next Pokemon we have is Vulpix, the Alolan Vulpix. It's the fox Pokemon, and this is interesting. It's an ice type, and it's only 2 feet tall. It weighs 21.8 pounds, and its ability is Snow Cloak. It is said that Vulpix came to the Alola region together with humans, but the fox Pokemon moved to the snowy mountain peaks to avoid the normal habitats of other Pokemon, and thus it ended up taking on this form. These Alolan Vulpix live on high mountains that remain covered in snow year-round. They live in small packs of 2 to 5 individuals, helping one another survive. Alolan Vulpix can freeze anything solid by expelling breath at a temperature of negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit from its mouth. It doesn't fare well in the heat. When the temperature gets too high, it produces ice from its tail to lower the surrounding temperature. I still like the original one, but the other one is growing on me. So it's be kind of cool to have an ice type variant of Vulpix. So this kind of reminds me of the Delta Pokemon in Pokemon Insurgence. And we have the Alolan Ninetales. It's the fox Pokemon too, but when it evolves, it gains the fairy type. So the fairy type typing, so it becomes an ice fairy, and it's 3 feet 7 inches. It weighs 43.9 pounds, and its ability is still Snow Cloak. Alolan Ninetales live on a snowy peak that is revered in the Alola region as a holy mountain. They are treated as sacred emissaries, and I think I'm pronouncing that right. And people meet them with ire and fear. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. This Pokemon's personality is extremely gentle, and at times it has helped humans who seem to be in distress. However, it shows no mercy at all to anyone or anything that dares to damage its territory. The Alolan Ninetales is able to produce ice crystals from the fur that covers its body. It can use the ice crystals to block attacks, or can form balls of ice with them, which it fires like bullets at opponents. The power of these missiles is great enough to pulverize rocks. It's a very interesting difference between both. I like the wavy hair on the Alolan Ninetales. Let's see. We're almost done with this, with the Pokemon. And lastly, we have the Alolan Sandshrew. It's a mouse Pokemon. And it's a Ice Steel type, so it stands up at 2 feet 4 inches, and it weighs 88.2 pounds. And its ability is Snow Cloak. Sandshrew have historically lived in desert areas, but the fluent eruptions of nearby volcanoes drove the Sandshrew to abandon the desert and migrate to snowy mountains, where they took on this form. Sandshrews' body changed to adapt to the harsh environment of the snowy mountains. The Alolan Sandshrew has a shell of ice covering its skin, which is like hard steel. It excels defensively, but it lacks flexibility, and it can't curl up its body into a ball like a ground type Sandshrew can. Its heavy weight makes the Alolan Sandshrew slower than a normal Sandshrew, but the claws on its hands and feet allow it to move across ice without slipping. When it wants to move quickly, it uses its stomach to slide across the ice like a curling rock. It's interesting. And then we have a Alolan Sandslash. It's a mouse Pokemon, and it's a ice steel Pokemon. It's 3 feet 11 inches. It weighs 121.3 pounds. It's Snow Cloak ability. And the Alolan Sandshrew of the snowy mountains evolve into Alolan Sandslash with spiny backs that are covered in ice. Thanks to their icy coating, their spines are large and sharp. Alolan Sandslash hide themselves in the snow when strong enemies appear, leaving only their needles exposed and ready for business. The weight of the ice that covers its body makes these Alolan Sandslash heavier than normal Sandslash, and this causes them to be slower. Yet in the snow fields and on ice, they move by creating a path with their claws. So they are able to move with swiftness. The spray of ice kicking out by Alolan Sandslash's movements are beautiful that many photographers head for the snowy peaks to capture the moment. However, Sandslash live deep in the mountains, and there is great danger for becoming stranded, so it's forbidden to climb the mountain without permission. Interesting. And now to move to the next part of this video. We have something. It's very interesting. We don't have anything like gyms anymore in this game, so now we have something called trials in the Alola region. The kind of summer off what I saw from other videos. You go through these challenge by I think there's gonna be like 4 challenge trials on each island. So the 4 islands, they have their own challenges. So even you have to travel through the islands, and then you meet the people who run the trials, and then you have to fight the totem Pokemon at the end. They give off an aura where it allows them to summon another Pokemon to battle, and then the grand trial. Don't know how that works really. Don't have that much information about it yet. So all of them is like talk about the Kahul, the like Hala is one of these people that does the grand challenge. So this is pretty interesting. You be able to see this if you have not yet seen it. I'll link this to the whole Pokemon site so you can look it up. That's a very cool feature they have. And the next feature I want to talk about, the Z moves, is interesting. I have not talked about this yet, if I haven't. The Z moves work kind of like the Mega Evolution of X and Y, but this allows the Pokemon to unlock like an extra move. Like with Pikachu, you have to have this like electric diamond looking thing on the wire, like little bracelet thing, and it gains a new move. It's a key item for Z stones. The Z ring fits on a trainer's arm, and Z crystals are set into it. If a Pokemon holds the same very of a Z crystal, the two will be able to resonate with one another. Crystals that correspond with another Pokemon type have been found in the Alola region. This basically works like the Mega Evolution. Pokemon has to have one part of this, and then the trainer has to have another part of it to activate it. When they do some kind of weird dance, and then it resonates with the Pokemon and trainer together. Sorry for the long pause. And then the last thing I want to talk about, it looks like we have something that's going to replace the HMs, maybe. It's with Poke Ride. So we have one for flying, we have one for smashing out rocks, we have ones for surfing. And this is a very interesting thing. We can ride on a Charizard, we can ride on a Sharpedo or Lapras, we can ride on a Mudsdale or Tauros to break rocks or walk through things that are not like humans cannot actually walk on. So I don't know how this works. I need to have more information about it, but mostly moving forward. Let me read this part that says move forward with Poke Ride. One aspect of the culture in the Alola region is something known as Poke Ride, in which certain Pokemon help people get to places they wouldn't be able to reach by using human strength alone. These Pokemon don't join your team, but you can call on them anytime to receive their help. This practice is typical of the way of life in Alola, where humans and Pokemon are so closely bonded together. Oh, that's interesting. So, I don't know, like, it looked like you pull out a metal-looking Pokeball out of a green thing and then call out what Pokemon you want to use. Be interesting, but I don't know if this is going to replace the HMs or this is like something extra. Like, just in case. I do like the HMs, don't get me wrong. Like, I like flying with my Pokemon everywhere. But I don't know how this is going to work really. Like, what point you get this in the game? And I think that's all we have in this episode of Pokemon News with me, Bad Espada. And I think the one thing I want to talk about, if you guys have not know, this month is Arceus month, so pick up your copy of your Pokemon code card at GameStop for Arceus for the month of August. So it runs from It runs from, I think, from the 1st to the 24th, if I'm right. Let me double check. Yes, August 1st through 24th. It's gonna have it's gonna be level 100. It's gonna have Judgment, Recover, Hyper Beam, and Perish Song. So get these while you can. And this is the end of Pokemon news. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.